Hey Bratayley fans, I guess you've heard, we're making history. And we're starting at the very beginning. Of our nation, that is.
Yankee Doodle went to town, riding on a pony that he found. Stuck a feather in his hat, called it macaroni, then he kept on riding on his pony.
We're off on a trip back in time to the American Revolution, in costume and undercover. We're in hot pursuit of characters like General George Washington, lady spies, soldiers, presidents, pirates, horses, and some pretty sweet dance moves. We'll travel the original 13 colonies to see what we can find and recreate some of history's most famous moments. So saddle up.
We're here in Edenton, North Carolina.
North Carolina is a colony just below Virginia. And back in the colonial days, Edenton was a town where women were leading the call to revolution. And we were excited to meet the most powerful party girl in revolutionary America, Penelope Barker.
Whoa! Whoa! Let's go! Guys, let's go!
Welcome, my dears, to the House of Liberty for Penelope Barker.
Hello.
Hello, my, don't you all look perfect.
Thank you.
Now, this is a portrait of me. I think my hair looks very much better now.
Way better.
Way better.
Well, in my time, I was very famous. Not as famous as you, but I was famous in my day. And do you know why? Because I was a political activist.
Penelope's claim to fame was for throwing a protest against British King George, called the Edenton Tea Party.
We've been to a tea party before.
1, 2, 3,
Like the men of Boston, remember them? Penelope wanted to protest the king taxing all the tea he sent to the colonies. But this time, instead of throwing it off a ship, Penelope decided to brew up some American tea using things like licorice, then drink it in broad daylight.
They didn't think it was fair that the British were taking their money. So, decided to have a tea party. That's how you do it.
I invited 50 of my favorite friends, and we all signed a proclamation saying that we would not drink English tea.
Penelope was one of the wealthiest women in town, so she knew how to throw a party. But she partied with a purpose.
Ladies, let's show the English what's what. But before, we must get prepared. We must put on makeup so we will look our finest. To the stairs! To the stairs! Huzzah!
Huzzah!
They spared no expense to look their best while doing it.
Wow.
We must have makeup. No one wants to go looking the worst at a tea party. What we're going to start off with is a little lipstick. Now, do you see this? It doesn't look like lipstick at all, does it? But you take just a little bit. And look at me. Oh, look at that.
What they use for makeup is very weird. Food things that you put on your face.
Let's see. And how does it taste? Does it taste like beets? That's what it is. It tastes like beets because that's what it is. Now this is a fearfulness, is it not? You won't believe what this is. It's lard. Lard. And beets. And very sticky. Hayley, so now we're going to give you a little color. Oh, look at that. Now you've got a nice little color and blush. There we go. There, you have some color now. Okay, tastes like Thanksgiving dinner. Not too bad. Suck it in, Mama. I am. are dressed, we have our hats on, we have on our makeup. Let's have tea. Yes. To the tea table.
I'll sit right by the strawberries. So there were so many desserts. My favorite dessert was probably the chocolate-covered strawberries.
Oh, there's so much food.
It wasn't just the tea party. All these ladies were pretty mad at the British.
Oh, Aunt Penelope, you were so brave to have all 51 women stand up to King George and explain that we also have a role in something so important.
Well said, my dear. Well, we are brave and courageous women, and we have fought for our independence.
50 women were gathered in this house to send a message to the British. No taxation without representation. Only girls' languages. Girls are amazing.
And here's to a toast.
Girl power!
Oh, I don't really want to drink it. Girl power!
But my dears, remember, we are not here just to drink tea. No, we shall show the king who is who and what is what. My dear, sign Annie.
Sign proud.
Girl power at its best.
Nice.
And Hayley, you shall sign next.
Here we go, Hayley. Here.
Just sign your name right here and show the king who you are.
Sign that large.
Yep.
He knows.
He knows you were here, Hayley. A declaration to England's King George stating that we colonial ladies were no longer willing to have our tea taxed by the king.
Hello, General.
Ladies,
Good to see you.
great to see you again. Thank you so much for your courage. It is an inspiration to all the colonies. Well done.
Thank you, George.
you.
Thank you, Washington.
George, you look terrible. You need a makeover.
What?
Makeover.
Oh no.
George.
Are you sure?
Powder, a little.
Yes, a makeover for George.
Little beet juice.
And I know the two girls to do it.
He came into the room and he didn't look ladylike because ladies are awesome and he didn't look that awesome, so we had to fix him.
Now, my dears, do your dirty work. Do your best by now.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
So the brush is made out of cornstarch and beet.
I'll do the other side.
He's loving this. Lard.
Really pile that on.
Ooh. Ooh, yeah.
Say,
It's beautiful.
Is this vegan?
Annie, you can help with this. Oh, gee, thanks. When Hayley decided to put on blush, it kind of went down, so we just decided to make him be in all blush. So he kind of looks like a clown right now.
I think I'm pretty much gonna do this every day. It's more like lip crusty than I expected.
Is it? Is it like hardening?
It's starting to coagulate a little bit.
While makeup back in colonial times was pretty disgusting, the smells in the towns were even worse. We had to make some tussy-mussy perfume before heading outside.
Yes, everyone stinks. The horses smell bad, the people smell bad. Why, you never took baths in my time, no. You never washed your clothes, heaven to Betsy, no. So you know those roses and that rosemary was very, very important. And so that's why you have a tussy-mussy.
Tussy.
Mussy.
Yes, that's absolutely right. You're brilliant children.
Tussy-mussy. Finally, we were ready to walk to the memorial of the Edenton Tea Party.
Hello.
Little beastie.
We were walking around town while these nice people escorted us through the town, and we actually saw this really neat teapot, and it was on this cannon from the Revolutionary War.
Pet it?
Pet it. To protest against the tax on tea.
It's a teapot. But do you not know it is not my teapot? No, we didn't have anything as big. I don't think I could even lift that one. This teapot was made shortly after the war between the states. And it was a memorial, a symbol of women's independence and of our saying no to the king.
Then it was time to take a spin around town aboard Edenton's historical trolley.
Welcome to Edenton Trolley.
God.
Hashtag Bratayley makes history. We got to speak on the microphone, and it was just like, I told her to sing, like, blah, blah, blah. She handed it to me, so I was like, okay, hello. Who was the town of Edenton named after?
Governor Charles Eden. Very good question.
I would love to be a tour guide because when people actually listen to what I'm saying, I feel smart.
But sometimes you've got to do more than just recite facts.
Can we do a karaoke session?
Ready? Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yankee Doodle went to town, riding on a pony. Stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Yankee Doodle dandy. Got a music and the girls be handy.
Baked potato, baked potato,
baked potato. This was my first time being on a trolley. Bye, girls. Bye, girls.
Edenton is on the North Carolina coast, and during the Revolution, there were a lot of naval battles out there between the British and the Americans. In fact, divers are still looking for sunken Revolutionary warships 10,000 feet under the sea. And George said we could do the same thing.
We had to go on an underwater mission.
Of course, 10,000 is a long way down, so we improvised a bit.
We got to go swimming with flippers and snorkels and goggles, and it was amazing because we got to find sunken ships, we got to find treasure with coins. And then after we were done, I kind of lost some coins at the bottom. When we were getting the gold coins, I dropped them and I was like, no! And then my dad and George Washington decided to go in and look for stuff. And they had these big yellow tanks on their back. We were just doing a little bit of practice, but people actually are still going underwater diving for old sunken ships from the Revolutionary War. They're still finding them today in North Carolina. Bratayley makes history.